This nice episode revolves around the character of Mikasa because Eren right now is really busy being turned to shit inside the intestines of a titan. Speaking of Eren, I'm gonna rant about some bullshit that went down last week because that was fucking disrespectful. It was just disgusting, and some of the people in the comment sections can just go suck a big one because it's like, how much of a fucking no-life do you have to be to spoil the series for me? I already told you guys I don't read the manga, and yet for whatever fucking reason, just to fuck things up, people are just writing, oh, Eren survives this way. So thank you very much, because I already know how he survives, and when I'm watching the episode, I'm not going to be surprised at all. This is going to be my reaction for next week's episode. Yeah, because I'm going to have to pretend that I'm hyped when I'm fucking not, because you already spoiled that shit. Not all of you, just some of you. One of which, his name was Ino Yamanaka. I'm just saying, man, if you have to pose as a fucking anime female online, you got more issues than your mom is giving you credit for. I hate to say this, but sometimes anime fans just suck ass, okay? They suck ass, and I'm not talking about a clean ass. I'm talking about a hairy, fucking, just recently wiped ass. That type of ass. I mean, why would you spoil it for me? Really, why? I'm sick of this. You know what? Fuck it. I'm out of here. No fucking review. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna take my manga volumes, I'm gonna burn them, and then I'm gonna take my box sets and I'm gonna give them to the homeless person that lives across the street. Because I don't want to be affiliated with this bullshit. Alright, I'm out. Peace. Okay, so now for the review. On a serious note, though, let me know if I should disable the comments. If you think that's a good idea, just tell me. Anyway, we start off with Armin, okay? And it's really weird because Connie's kind of like, just making him snap out of the shock. But the thing is, like, I think he's in the same place that he was at the ending of last episode, and yet the Titan that swallowed or that tried to eat Eren isn't there anymore. So what happened with him? Anyway, he's feeling like a burden, as he should be, because according to him, Eren just died to save his life. And, you just get a little bit of these flashes about him, getting bullied and not being able to stand up for himself, being protected by both Mikasa and Eren, and just seen as this really defensive little kid that could never really stand up for himself. And yeah, it just adds to his character about why his death, Eren's supposed death, shocks him so much. There's this scene where this girl, I believe her name is Hana, is crying to try to save this guy called France. I don't have a problem with them sort of like, just lowering down the violence and the gore. I can deal with that as long as it doesn't interfere with me understanding what the fuck was going on. And in this case, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I had to go to the manga because I knew something was horribly wrong. The girl was giving him mouth to mouth, and Armin's like, no, like it's fucking over. Like there's no way he's coming back. And in the anime, I'm like, I'm watching it, right, and I'm like, why is he so sure? Okay? Why? And so I go to the manga. This guy, France, his entire lower half is missing. So when you're watching the anime, they try to portray the same thing, but since we never got this full body shot of the guy, or this full torso shot, if you will, yeah, it was kind of ambiguous. Like, you could tell that something was wrong. So yeah, I checked the manga, and like in the manga, you're like, holy, you turn the page, man, you're like, holy, no fucking way this guy's coming back. So that was a fuck up in my opinion in regards to the censorship. I found it hilarious how, like, during the mini Armin flashback, like Eren and Mikasa, just jump in and help, and Eren just punches a guy, and then Mikasa throws the entire body of a kid up against the wall. That was, I mean, it just speaks volumes of her level of strength. Throughout this entire episode, we see Mikasa taking down these titans like they're pigs made for the slaughter. So they're just like, yeah, I mean, like, it's like, she's a butcher, man. What can I say? Like, she's slicing those snakes up, like, yeah, I mean, no fucks given, man. And then, like, she dolls her blades up, and there's this one asshole who wants to get his wagon across, like, this doorway, and, like, he's blocking the exit for a shit ton of people, and Mikasa's like, I'm gonna kill you, man. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I would have personally just beaten the guy up, not wanted to kill him, but she doesn't kill him, so it doesn't even matter. Anyway, this event sort of triggers a flashback, and she grabs her scarf and she just puts it over her nose like that. And I was always curious about her, scarf, and in this episode we get to learn the origin of that, and we get to learn her story. And see, this is how you do a flashback. Mikasa from the very beginning was one of those characters that I cared about, just because you could tell, like, from her eyes and from her stoic personality, she's always quiet. Just the fact that you could just see that this girl had gone through some gruesome shit back in the day. So you kind of want to find out about her more. And so when there's that interest from the viewer, that just helps the flashback flow even like a lot better because you're already interested in knowing this story. So there's two types of way of doing a flashback. There's this way, the right way, and then there's just a flashback about two gay ninjas skipping a pebble across a stream. Eren being the one to hand her the scarf. I thought that was just great. A great touch, especially because she always wears it. So it's, you know, it's like he's always with her, which is something that she says at the end. As long as he's with me, no fucks given, man. No fucks given. I'll go ham on all these fuckers. But anyway, also the fact that Eren was the one who pushed her over the edge and triggered that sort of like this survival of the fittest sort of mentality in her. This whole of like, no, you have to fight or you die. And so those words, I mean, obviously it had to do a lot more with Eren being threatened at the time. But that event, coupled with Eren's words, just made something snap inside her brain. And we even see her brain just suddenly realize, holy shit, like, yeah, this is what I'm going to become from here on out. Like, this is how life is. And I never actually thought about the fact that violence and cruelty is part of nature. And it's funny because it took this episode for me to realize how much of an intrinsic part of our lifestyle it actually is. Like when we're eating a burger, we're not thinking about how fucking the cow that we're eating was murdered, right? We're just thinking, well, we're hungry, we have to eat. I mean, you don't give a shit about the cow. Granted, there are some people that turn vegan or vegetarian because of that, but you know what I mean. Mikasa's a badass, right? We can agree that she's a badass. Yet, it was actually Eren who triggered that badassness in her. A couple of things that were just really fucked up. Number one, the fact that she was kidnapped and that she was going to be sold to some pervert because, you know, there's some oriental fetish going on. Like, that was just messed up. The way the mom died, like an axe to the jugular. Effed up beyond recognition, man. Fubar. Do you think Mikasa ever found out where babies come from? And number two, was I the only one who thought, like, when Eren's dad opened the door to the house and he saw Mikasa's mom, was I the only one who thought, holy shit, Mikasa just killed her parents? Because that's what I thought initially. I was like, yo, she pulled an Itachi. The ending was just really touching, especially when, you know, she gets the scarf and, like, she gets teary-eyed. You know, because especially, like, it's kind of sad, the fact that you can just see yourself as a kid and then you realize how cold you've grown because of how fucked up the world has been. Titans or no Titans, it's just part of growing up, you know, and just learning about what's valuable to you and training yourself if you want to protect the people you care about or the things you want to protect. So that was a good episode. Not boring at all. Like, especially for a flashback, man. That was a good fucking episode for a flashback. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. And I'm still pissed off at those who spoiled it for me. Bunch of assholes.